Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another round of Tipsy Wednesday, presented by the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, we have Thomas.
Hello!
Junior.
Hello.
And me, Björn.
And Björn,
Always
And
so
our
fucking
host.
awkward this, yeah.
We should just introduce ourselves and then the two other guys, like Junior, do because then
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
get introduced every time.
Yeah. It's always a fucking mess, this.
Yeah.
The simple thing we've done for 90-something times now, 95th time this is. Yeah, we're
It's not
closing in
simple.
on...
Coming up on 2 years and we're still having an awkward time introducing ourselves.
It's not simple. It's difficult introducing such big names.
Wow.
Whose
Junior
names?
Thomas Björn. Is it big names?
It's a lot of it's a lot of big names.
Nah.
It's only 3. And only my name is big.
Okay. I won't question that further. How have you guys been? What's new on the block? Anything interesting?
Nothing. Work, and other work.
Junior,
Björn?
anything?
No.
What? Me?
Uh,
Okay,
no.
well, I've been working lots of overtime this past week, so yeah, not much else going on. Just work overtime, go sleep, repeat. So, yep, not much to say there. Junior?
Work. I just as you know, I downloaded the Pokemon emulator.
Yeah, we know. Björn,
Yeah,
stop it.
Just a see-through can here.
Okay, but anyhow, I just beat Misty in Pokemon Fire Red on my phone.
All right.
Isn't that like the first gym leader?
Second. Brock
Yeah,
is the
Brock
first.
is the
Brock
first
is the
one.
first, yeah.
What starter did you go for?
Bulbasaur. No, Squirtle. Jesus.
Squirtle. Okay.
Yeah,
That's,
Blastoise is.
I always go for the water type as a starter.
But
Yeah,
Charizard
we
is king!
Maybe so. He's
Yeah.
the coolest and all, but you know, I always, for some reason, I always just went with the water type.
Yeah, he got 2 cannons. He's
You guys suck!
No, you suck.
You have fresh water, that's fine. I can make campfire.
Yeah, well, you die if you touch water. But Pokemon Fire Red is really hard though.
Is it though? You just have a hard time and you grind a bit and you level up and you breeze through that easy peasy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm in the beginning of the game, so maybe I don't know. I only got 3 Pokemons at this time.
What's your lineup? You've got Squirtle, no, Wartortle
yeah.
probably.
Yeah, Wartortle at this point, and Pidgeotto, and Geodude.
Quite the basic starter lineup there.
Yeah, because I need something to kill the third gym with, right? The electric gym.
Mm-hmm.
Sarge. I cannot do it with my lineup.
With either Pidgeot or Wartortle.
Yeah,
That's
so
gonna be a rough time. But I feel like that Pidgey pick is like a standard in every Gen 1 lineup. You'd need one of those flying types.
Yeah, because
but
you need
why?
to learn fly to get around the map at later stages.
Yeah, but it's not really necessary for combat. It's not.
No, not for
It's
combat.
such a
but for...
basic pick. It's like. But,
yeah, because it's super easy to kill the
is-
bug
isn't-
types.
Isn't
and
every
poison.
Pokemon in the start the basic pick? Your Pidgey, your Rattata, and whatnot. It's like
Geodude,
It's the stuff you end up with at the beginning.
Butterfree. Or what's the other one? The Caterpillar and
Butterfly.
Yeah, what will eventually become Beedrill.
yeah.
Weedle is the little guy.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're having fun regardless.
Yeah, and I'm really missed out of capturing a monkey.
Monkey? You missed
Yeah,
out?
yeah, I did. I killed him with accident, but and then I didn't grind for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
So
you
I
only
just-
get one chance of catching it?
No. I don't.
Thus
I
far,
just,
thus far.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't allow myself. I didn't spend enough time grinding for him, right?
Okay.
I saw him, I killed him, and then I went, oh.
Oh. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, because I
Besides Pokemon, though, I was about to say, you've been busy this weekend, Junior. You just arrived for podcasting. Can we ask
Yeah.
about that?
No. Just
Okay.
family.
Okay.
Nothing.
So is this
Nothing else.
just family?
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah. Speaking of family, how about we tackle one of our topics?
Family.
Family. Thomas, do you have anything in regards to that?
Yeah,
Reference.
very soon now. In a couple of months, I believe Fast and Furious 10 will hit the theaters. And we
10
will get
fucking movies of the Fast series.
Yeah, part 1. And
Part one.
10 part 1. And we'll get a happy reunion with Paul Walker's character. What was his name? O'Brien? Something O'Brien?
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, he will be returning for the movie, but
From his grave.
only flashbacks. But his character
Okay.
is very much alive in the franchise, though, because they used CGI and his two brothers to play him for the second half of the 7th movie after the actor died, and they've talked about him in other movies. And in the last minutes of the 9th movie, his fucking skyline is arriving at their grill party, and the movie just cuts when the door opens to the car, so you can't see him. So we know he's alive in the universe.
But at this point, is it still paying respect to the actor somehow, or is it a case of they're trying to milk the franchise with
Abusing.
him being the actor, even though he's dead? What do you think about that?
Yeah, but they're using flashbacks for the first 7 movies, though, when showing him. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe this is
I-
some kind of homage to him or the character in some way. They are actually ending the movies with the 10th part 1 and 2.
That's good. But-
okay.
Have you seen guys with the Paul Walker stickers in the cars and you will never walk alone and such?
You'll never walk alone. Isn't that like a football slogan?
That's Liverpool's,
Yeah, but
catchphrase.
but people have used it now for Paul Walker, right?
Now he
not
died in
aware.
like 2013 or something.
Yeah, but car guys really love him for some reason, and I kind of fathom why. Is it because of the movies? Is it just because of Too Fast and Furious? Did he do something really good in life to deserve all this attention?
I literally have no idea. Maybe he was a really cool guy besides the movies. I have no idea, really.
I haven't
because
seen him in too much else than Fast and Furious. I think I saw one movie with him without that was not Fast and Furious.
Don't butcher me for this, but I was never too much into the Fast and the Furious movies. I just watched the first 3, and then I pretty much jumped ship. I didn't pay much attention to the ones after that. So,
Yeah, well,
So
they
I
garnered a
will-
lot of stuff now. Nine main movies and 1 spin-off is out.
Yeah, I can feel like it's a really jolly old time to watch them. I haven't seen any of. I'm at Camp Björn, but I really want to see them all because they're so ludicrous at this moment.
He's in the movie as well.
yeah, actually. Yeah, well, it's
But yeah, no, I am stuck with them. I only watched them in the cinemas up till the 7th one, and then I've just seen them as they've gotten out on DVDs or Blu-rays. So yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to. Maybe I will go into cinema if I binge all the movies now.
Well, they aren't car movies like they used to be anymore. Now they are action comedies with expensive cars in them, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
feel. I feel like I can get entertainment from it, from Jason Statham, and
Yeah, there's a lot of good action in those movies and a lot of great comedy. So they are good movies in their own right. They're just not the same as the first few movies. But it's still about family, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Family.
Okay. Family.
Yeah. keep it in the family.
All right.
No, that was a slogan for something else. Sorry.
incest.
What? No.
Keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family.
I was trying to think of a transition for the next topic, but that it just sounds.
No, your topic, the first one that will kind of
With-
transition. It will be in the same entertainment stuff.
Really? Oh, well, okay. Well, this past week, I've been working lots of overtime, meaning I've been able to go back to my old routine to listening to audiobooks while I work. And I always was a fan of the Jurassic Park movies as a child, but originally they're based on novels by Michael Crichton. So I thought, maybe I'll just try listening to the audiobook, see how that differs from the movies that I used
Jurassic
to love.
Park, the audiobook.
Jurassic Park, the audiobook. And it's a 15-hour listen on Audible, and it's the Jurassic Park novel is basically it is literally the source material for the first and the second movie, but they're like this first and second movie is basically both of them are inspiration from the one book, but it's just a mishmash of things gathered from the novel. And it's obviously in this Spielberg's films, the spectacle is like dinos on screen. That's the main focus. It looks cool and all. So, but the audiobook versions are more focused on the science and the genetics, how all of this was made possible, and it really just goes in depth about a lot of the things that the movies just pretty much just skimmed over very briefly compared to the source material, the books, which I found really interesting and surprising because I knew beforehand that the books were describing more like visceral deaths and such, but I had no idea they went into such detail into the science behind genetics and such. So that was a, for me, pleasant surprise. And it was also interesting to hear where all the source material from the movies I loved came from. So it's
funny you should mention the Jurassic Park novel, because I recently read a thread about Reddit where you were supposed to give a film who did it better than the book, right?
Okay.
And Jurassic Park immediately hit that that list.
Oh yes,
That-
because
The movie is a
watching
lot.
The movie is like it's you can't imagine it's just one of those niche things that is just better on the cinema or in a movie form where you can actually get it visualized. you can imagine dinos in an audiobook form, but it's not the same as the cinema experience by
Wouldn't
Steven
that be
Spielberg.
the same with
It's-
many audiobooks? You can imagine a spaceship as well, but it looks
yeah, but
cool
if
on TV.
they actually manage to make it into proper, like a grand spectacle on a movie screen, it has such potential to make a good experience in book or audiobook form into a grand experience on screen, which is the case with Jurassic Park. It is just a different kind of experience. But I didn't. I enjoyed the audiobook for what it was, but the movies were a different kind of experience. But they're both good in their own areas.
Right?
Can I say in their own right? Yeah.
Are you sure nostalgia isn't playing part of it? Because you were a massive dino nerd as a kid as well.
That's that's what I thought as well. So after listening through the audiobook of Jurassic Park, I decided to try one of his other works, Michael Crichton, that is, the author, which I'm currently listening through now, and it's called The Andromeda Strain. Andromeda being a different planet in our solar system, and a strain referencing a bacterial or viral genetic mutation of some sort. So so already in the title, you're already within the same ballpark of genetics and bacteria as the same with Jurassic Park. But without spoiling too much, Andromeda Strain is basically extraterrestrial bacteria or viral infection science, sci-fi. So it's how much can I say without spoiling the entire plot? Because I basically listened through halfway out of the 8-hour audiobook. Yeah, it takes focus into the science of what if an extraterrestrial virus got onto Earth. What the fuck would happen then? And there's some really good theoretical science behind all of this, and how things would have proceeded both politically and in a military form. How in this case, the United States Army would handle this.
Is it worth asking, does it change the people into monsters or something if you have the army involved, or is it just like containing stuff?
Well, it's space. It's not much of a spoiler to say that the very first few minutes of the audiobook, you get to know that an American satellite has crash landed in a rural part of America, a desert town in America with like 50 citizens, and 2 military guys are supposed to find the satellite and recover it. And apparently some people native to this town found it, but there's nobody there, and they go try to recover the satellite, but they lose radio communication with base. So yeah, and the book itself being called The Andromeda Strain, you can imagine some viral infection is happening that is potentially catastrophic. So it plays from that.
Is the book good so far?
Very.
It sounds like something I would enjoy.
Yeah, it's and it's set in the early 70s. That's where the story takes place. So and it's but even though it doesn't feel, even though the story is set in the 70s, because they reference things happening during the 60s, and this and this and this research facility being established during the 60s and during the 70s, it doesn't feel outdated, because this could have happened like in the modern age, just with different equipment and science applied, but it would still very much apply to this day thus far. And I've read through or listened through half of the book, so
Are there more than one book?
not as far as I know. It's a one-time read. It's a one
Because I'm in Audible now, trying to purchase it, and I also get up the Andromeda Evolution by the same guy and one other guy.
Maybe that's the follow-up. Okay.
It really sounds like it.
Yes, the Andromeda Evolution. I'm looking at it right now, and it says 50 years after the Andromeda strain made my household name, spawned a new genre, the techno thriller. The threat returns in a gripping sequel that is terrifyingly realistic and resonant. Yes. So it's apparently a follow-up. I'm gonna buy it right now.
Yeah, it's a different narrator though.
Yeah, that's okay.
50 years between them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's any actors or characters that's still alive.
No. But it probably is along the same lines of storytelling, some viral infection potentially, such and such.
Yeah, I bought it as well.
Yeah. But the first one, the Andromeda strain, thus far I can recommend it. It's a banger, and I found myself wanting, because I was visiting my father's place for dinner today, and there's an hour drive from me to him and an hour drive back, obviously, and I listened to it to the entire like trip back and forth, and I wanted to keep listening. It was like, should I just keep listening to this when I get home? So yeah, it's.
Should I clean the house when I get home? That's like
yeah.
audiobook.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. It's been a refreshing. Can I say callback for me, or because I used to listen to audiobooks at work, then I switched jobs, then I wasn't able to listen to audiobooks at all. And now during my overtime week, I've been able to listen to audiobooks again. And it's, I really should try forcing audiobooks into my everyday life more.
Yeah, you should. And even though if you can't do it at work, you still visit your father's once in a while for Sunday dinner, right? So
Yeah.
You get a couple of hours once in a while in, anyways.
Yeah. Besides that, I could listen to audiobooks while I
work out,
housework, dishes, or workouts. Yeah.
No, don't do workout.
Nah, probably not. I'm probably not be able to focus as much as I would want to in an audiobook.
The problem.
I like listening to like partially
Yes.
mindless podcasts or such things.
Oh, you listen to podcasts? I couldn't do that because I don't want the sound of someone in my ear while I'm dying.
But you watch anime while you work out, dude.
Yeah, but don't you feel the hype moments?
I don't know. I'm with Björn. I listen to podcasts when I work out. Sometimes music, but the thing with music is you get tired of your list and you have to find a new list of music. And
Yeah.
so to just skip the whole listen to the same song many times during a week of workout, just do the podcasts.
Yeah, well. Do you guys want to add anything more to audiobooks or such before we move on to the next topic?
People should listen to audiobooks if they already don't.
Read the first law.
The First Law by...
The first Joe Akarambe.
Okay. Is it in audiobook form?
Yes.
Okay. The First Law.
The first law is not to eat human flesh.
Okay.
Is it a sci-fi? Is it a horror experience? What is this? What genre would you classify? Short explanation.
Fantasy.
fantasy.
Fantasy medieval with wizards.
Wizards.
With
That's what you
wizards.
do, Jun. That's very much your audiobook experience revolves around the medieval stuff
Yes.
and fantasy.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Fair enough.
fantasy is
Is-
always awesome. That's my entire anime. Basically, it's always fantasy settings.
Oh, I'm currently reading Cafe. No, what is it called? Legends and Lattes.
What now?
Legend and lattes? Like
Yes.
cafe
Coffee?
latte?
Yes, it's about an orc who's a female orc who's retiring and making a coffee place where no one has ever heard of coffee.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you doesn't sound...
Right.
It sounds like a quirky plot, but okay.
She's hired a succubus to be her waitress.
I've also
Well, like-
fallen onto one of those strange plot animes, though. It's my typical anime. The guys in the fantasy world needed heroes, so they summoned heroes from our world, and they got a fourth guy they didn't want. He didn't have any special skills other than ordering food online.
What the fucking skill is that?
No, it's a useless skill, basically. So he just wanders around and he can basically open an online window in front of him and order food and pay with the coin from the fantasy world, and the box with the food will just appear there. So he just goes around eating junk food and stuff he orders online. And he politely asked the king not to be part of the hero party because he couldn't do anything.
Well, honestly, that would be a super neat ability to have, though. If you ignored the other abilities the other guys potentially would have, which I imagine is like super.
I don't know,
powers compared
because he's
to
not
him.
with the party. He is just doing his own thing, wandering in the forest with some animals who have joined up with him because he keeps feeding them junk food.
Okay.
No, that's just what he does. It's fun in its own way, but
Okay, fair enough.
You better clear out your anime schedule because this season is looking very spicy.
that reminds me,
Mm.
it's only a week or two till Attack on Titan continues, I think.
And Demon Slayer. And there was 2 other shows which I can't remember at the moment.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
there going to be any more One Punch Man?
Yes, season 3 is about. There's
launch?
it's been confirmed, but not launch.
So it's probably not this season then.
No, I wouldn't say so.
But good things besides that, though. All right.
Good things all around for anime fans.
It's always a good time to be an anime fan.
It is. There's
Mm.
always something for everyone.
Yes.
Björn, you're running this.
Yeah. So, do you know what's also good for most people? No, that's a poor fucking transition.
What?
Watching porn online.
What about it?
If you have
you
a
missed
partner,
the segment when I said keep it in the family, and we started talking about porn, and then we just went on to the Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
You should
I
have
didn't
jumped on
wanna
the chance to watch porn.
No, I didn't want to transition from family to porn. That's like no,
Step bro.
no. So, if you have a partner, in this case, it would mostly apply to you, Junior. You're off to work, out of town. You're away for a week, like doing work, overtime, hotel room, sleep. Work, overtime, hotel room, sleep. If you have the need to get off, would you, having a partner, resort to watching porn to get off? Or is that in your relationship a big no-no?
Beat the meat.
Beat the meat. Okay. So that's, is this a discussed topic of yours?
No.
Has this, no? It's just,
Bit-
is this a secret of yours?
No.
Not anymore, it isn't.
Okay, because apparently there's raving discussions about this online, mostly from the women's side. Some may call them feminists even. That
I was about to say, fuck them, they do it as well. Maybe not the feminists, though, because equality, they don't want that.
Exactly, but some, mostly women, claim that if their husbands watch porn, in the case of, for example, working outside, working for weeks at a time away from their girlfriends, wives, you know, they feel the need to beat their meat. Would watching porn be cheating towards them? And some women say yes, that's cheating.
No.
And it's like,
Nah.
to me that doesn't.
It's your own fucking hand. It's not. And it
Yeah,
would be a
but
lot better for them
in-
to beat the meat in the hotel room than going out and finding a hooker or something.
In their mind, I believe you as a man having sexual thoughts to someone else other than them, even that is considered cheating.
But that's
Yeah, but then you might
that's-
cheat when you have sex as well.
Yeah, that's thoughtfully.
Then you might.
Some might.
Some might.
Not
Having
everyone.
sex with your girlfriend, but you're thinking of someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would know?
And I know for a fact girls do that too.
Yes. But it
Not
isn't
all
as
the
much
time, but
focused
once
on.
in a while.
Yes, yes. So, yes, in this, I was reading, like, through this Reddit thread where there was this discussion. Words are difficult. So, you tried flipping it the other way around. Isn't there ever a case where the girl sees some hot dude in a Marvel superhero movie and it's like, oh, that guy looks Captain America, he looks fucking hot. It's like, I would like to get banged by that. It's like, is that considered cheating? If you flip the coin around to some of the feminists' opinions.
But doesn't
Like-
girls kind of do that? Not in the sexual sense, but they always find some Hollywood actors hot or something. And they always ask you what kind of Hollywood actress you find hot. And if you say a name, they will start, but do you think she's hotter than me? And you have the whole discussion going.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Why
can't
is
see
that
each other.
frowned upon but not the other way around?
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Yeah. Where's the equality in that discussion? Well, it's non-existent.
There's not, and that's why young men today listen to Andrew Tate and whatnot I read in the papers today. Because men these days aren't being listened to, because everything we do is wrong and frowned upon. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
Even Jordan Peterson was named in the article as a bad person for us young men to listen to. And he's a pretty smart dude. And I like what he says.
anyone with extreme opinions, one way or the other, can be bad for you if you aren't critical of what the... Is that even the right word? Even if you aren't... what's the fucking correct word? Yeah, I can't. If you take everything they say for granted, if you take everything a person says as fact, even if you don't question it at all, you have to always be mindful that this is someone else's opinion, and you yourself have to take their opinion into consideration, not as a fact. And it goes for everyone. Should you listen to... I don't know, what's it?
Your doctor.
I do.
In my opinion, you should mostly listen to what your doctor says, but if you yourself... There's nuances to every case. I can't think of anything as of now, but you shouldn't take everything anyone says as fact. You should always have some skepticism about everything in life. So
The Earth is round.
for most people, it is. Yeah.
It's proven.
Yeah, and I truly believe the world is round.
Fuck the flat earthers and their
fuck a lot.
airplanes and everything.
Fuck a lot of opinions, but it's like I keep thinking back to this this video game I referenced quite a few episodes ago, Metal Gear Solid 2, the end cutscene sequence where this AI talks about controlling media and that we as people aren't able to filter out all of the garbage facts from the true facts, and that an supercomputer AI is supposed to control what information we are being fed. Because if you on the internet go search for, is the vaccines bad for you? Is the world round? Is the world flat? You will find your own pond. You will find your own little echo chamber where you can find people who already support the opinion you already have, and you'll basically just reinforce the opinion you already are thinking of or whatever. You're not actually going to the internet looking for information that says you're wrong. You're looking for information that supports the opinions you already have. And that's like, you end up with little ponds where everyone's gathered in their own little echo chambers where their opinions aren't questioned, but their opinions are reinforced. Like the pond of the flat earthers, like the pond of the vaccines or government tracking devices or whatever.
And that is why watching porn is not cheating.
Yeah, we kind of...
You have to broaden your horizon.
Yeah, well, how the fuck did we get into this?
Yeah, well, you might get
I'll
inspiration
ask
by
yourself.
watching porn as well. So
And bad inspiration.
good inspiration.
Bad
Mm.
inspiration.
I saw this thing I want to try out.
It's just...
but
is it really good inspiration, though?
it might be.
Is
Might be
it
the
normal
inspiration
to
you
have...
needed to get going? I don't know. It's not cheating. That's all I'm saying, in my humble opinion, as a white privileged male.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. It's a different act altogether. It's not the same as having sex with your girlfriend. It's not.
What?
And you're not having sex with someone.
And you're not
Else
having sex
either,
with anyone else than yourself when you're watching porn. The person on the other end of the monitor don't interact with you in any way other than getting slightly more ad revenue from your click on the video. It's
What if the guy pays for porn?
It's still not cheating, but he might be a bit more addicted than he should be.
In the case of the OnlyFans supporter, perhaps, or are you thinking of such things or something different?
Yeah, let's say he's supporting a girl on OnlyFans.
Okay. That's
Still not cheating. That's simping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
yeah,
you're
you're lusting for
but-
someone else. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
and specifically, you're giving more than browsing through the internet and clicking on a video amounts of support or whatever. You're actually making more of an effort to
support this content creator.
Yeah, you're basically giving money to another woman.
Yeah. Is that... Yeah, so that's an interesting thing. If you give money to another woman for a sexual trade, is that considered cheating? in
I-
the case of renting a prostitute, that would
That
be
would be cheating.
yeah,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
having an actual physical interaction with
No,
another person.
I still
think
don't
that's
think
that's the border, that's the line where I would draw, where you have an actual physical interaction or a direct interaction somehow. If you were camming with someone, that could be considered cheating.
I would say supporting a content creator, OnlyFans or otherwise, isn't cheating, but it might not be okay, even though.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's a different. There's a difference there, but it's not okay to pay.
Would it be? Would you say you crossed the line of not okay to cheating if you, as the OnlyFans supporter, were paying the top absurd sum to get a cam show with this girl direct, well, like cam to cam? Would that be considered cheating? Because
It's a very thin gray line, that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, maybe because then you're actually interacting with the person in some way.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree
As I
with-
said just a minute ago, it's not okay to pay someone for OnlyFans when you have a partner.
Yeah, I think that's a line I would agree with.
I think you might pay for Pornhub Premium, but actually you shouldn't. But that would
Yeah.
be more okay than paying directly to one creator. But,
Alright,
if you have a
Junior,
girlfriend
do
or a
you-
boyfriend, just watch free porn on the internet. It's okay.
If it's okay with your partner, I think you need to have this common agreement.
Have the
with-
conversation, or
have the
make sure she don't
conversation.
know.
Is that if you're sneakily watching porn, is that considered cheating?
It's
No.
not cheating, but you might know that your wife do not approve of this action.
Yeah, and maybe that's a hint you shouldn't be doing it, or at least have the conversation about it and make it into a
Make it
agreeable
clear that
action.
you will be doing it.
I shall beat off my meat today.
All right.
She's on a rig, you need a meat beaten, so that's what you do.
Leave up a sign. Do not disturb. I'm beating meat.
All
She
right.
can probably hear that through the wall if you don't use the headset.
Well, I was thinking more of in the case of out of town in a hotel room.
Yeah, I know.
She wouldn't be anywhere near, but
Yeah, you don't say. Do? Dude, honey, I'm going to beat my meat now. Good night.
It's not like directly before, but it's
You should
Before
do that, Junior,
your,
once when we finish recording podcast. You should just say, actually, we don't record podcasts anymore. You just go in there to beat your meat behind the green screen.
so that you could have some alone time.
Yeah.
My me time.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to something completely different. Thomas, what's this woke Lego?
Yeah, let's go from porn to Legos.
Yeah.
They should include that in Legos as well. Because they're including a lot of stuff into Lego now. Because now you get woke Lego. You got Legos with people with Down syndrome. Lego people who are missing limbs. And the whole aspect of skin color and everything. So yeah. You can now get your Down syndrome Lego figure to build Legos with.
I don't fucking know what to think about this. It's do we need to?
No, it's to be inclusive. If you're a guy who has had to amputate your arm or something, now there's a Lego representing you.
Nice. I'm imagining how you can mock people with this Lego set. You have a Downs. You make a skit with a Downs person riding a bicycle down the lane and then getting hit by a car. Yeah, you can do some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, because people do make like this Lego movies with the what is it
Stop
called?
motion camera?
Stop motion camera. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have the Downs person be like, here I am. Bicycling down.
But why would you need amputee Lego man? Can't you just pull off
No,
their
no,
arm or their head or
No,
whatever you
you,
want to
no,
amputee on those figures?
you can use the Downs person, right? His head, and then he falls on the bicycle and down is there. He fell, and now he had to amputee his hand, or his
Well,
So you're mixing and matching here.
I'm thinking more along the line about all of this. It's like it's another case of forcing the modern political society onto what originally was a kid's non-concern. Is it really necessary? Well, that's one aspect of it. The other is that Lego, is it the Lego company? Is the company Lego just called Lego?
I think so, yeah.
Is it a play on their part for the woke parents to be like, oh, Lego is woke now. Yes, let's buy more Legos because it supports our opinions. And it's a business strategy from the Lego part. Yeah, I think that goes for a lot of things these days. It's a business strategy for
did I send you
parents.
The TikTok clip I saw of this world leader who said we need less genders and more rangers. We need less drag queens and more Chuck Norris.
Yeah. What was it? Was the I can't recall what it was, but
it was. I think his name is Urban or something. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's a world leader somewhere.
Yeah.
It's Russia friendly, I think, but it's part of EU.
He will get cancelled in a minute.
How do you cancel a world leader?
By dethroning
that country is part of EU and stuff, but I think he's on terms with Putin, or it's made of the same cloth in some respects. But it was a good saying, though. Nevertheless, we need more Chuck Norris.
What was the saying again? We don't need more genders. We need
we need less genders, more rangers, like the military sort. And he said we don't need drag queens, we need more Chuck Norris. Yeah. Because he is Walker, Texas Ranger, you know.
Yeah.
The TV show, so.
The good old legendary show at this point.
Yep. Just like the man himself. Legend.
He has become this meme legend.
I have the What Would Chuck Norris Do books with all the Chuck Norris.
All the silly quotes.
I have 3 of them.
Well, not even the quotes, but...
but yeah.
But like silly sayings. Silly jokes, yeah.
Didn't Chuck Norris, his career start by getting his ass beaten?
I have no idea.
By Bruce Lee.
Yes, his first appearance was in the Bruce Lee movie. So he loses the fight against Bruce Lee. He does. But that's a good fight scene, though. From the 70s.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
But Björn, you liked Legos when you were a kid. Would you have liked to get woke Lego? Down syndrome Legos? And
yeah.
amputee Legos?
When I was a little kid, it was such a topic of my... I just wanted cool cars. I wanted things to build. It wasn't on my mind that the Lego men that I played with had to be woke, or transgender Lego man, woman, or amputee Lego man, woman. You know, it wasn't... It would probably add nothing to my Lego experience as a child, but it would potentially affect my parents' choice in supporting my Lego habit or not. And I imagine this move by Lego is an attempt to signal to the world like, hey, we're woke, we're politically correct, buy more of our products so we can make more money.
We're here and we're queer. Buy us.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
but does even Lego need more money? Because have you bought
Well,
a Lego?
isn't that what companies do? They make money, and what big companies do, they make more money.
More money.
Yes, yes, more money, bigger bonuses for the employees and the higher ups. So it's a business move. I think it's
Yeah.
not whether or not they are trying to be more woke. It's a
But
business
the
move.
thing is, it's not necessarily the kids who wants those Legos. It's the parents who wants to buy
Yes.
their kids those Legos.
Yes,
'Cause
and
the
forcing
kids have to decide for themselves what they want to be when they grow up. A man or a woman or a three or a...
not influenced by their parents at all.
No,
No.
They're choosing themselves.
Sure.
Sure they are.
All right. Do you guys want to add anything more to the Lego?
I will not support this Lego set.
No, Lego
Yeah,
it's
No, not
expensive
because
enough.
not because I don't know I have anything against people with Down syndromes or other syndromes or people who are amputees, but I find it unnecessary in a way.
Yeah. It's like, are you showing those people with who lost an arm? Are you showing them any support by giving Lego your money? It's like, no, you're not signaling anything. You're giving Lego
No, but
company
their
more money.
sales pitch is that they want to represent the amputees. So amputee kids or whatever can have Legos representing them. But as I said, you can just move the arm off the fucking Lego figure and it's an amputee. There you go.
Yeah.
You can remove the legs and put the upper body in a wheelchair and you have a...
You have a double. What's it called? A leg amputee? It's,
Yeah.
No
I don't know
legs.
the professional term for this, but you know.
Legless.
Yeah, you can basically make people what you want with the Legos. You can mix and match the parts and take off parts as you want.
Yeah,
You don't need
it's,
to have an armless Lego figure.
yeah, which probably costs a premium because for some reason. Yeah, it's not something I would deliberately go
They will
out
probably
and buy.
give out soon the transgender Legos, even though it kind of exists, because you can just move the heads around on figures that already exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how do you know? You need dongs. I need my Lego man with a dick. With a huge boner.
Yeah,
Mm.
there would be no way of knowing.
You can just
That's,
imagine. It's part of playing. Imagine stuff. If you just
Yeah.
have a normal little Lego man, you can just say he had Down syndrome. Who cares? You're playing. It's your imagination. You don't need an actual Lego figure with a syndrome of some sort made. You can pretend.
Yeah, it's
When playing with
just
them.
unnecessary. Just unnecessary in my mind. It doesn't support the LGBTQ community in any way from your part.
Well, because the money goes straight to Lego, not to the...
money goes to Lego, and yeah,
They're
yeah.
just there to represent.
Yeah.
Represent.
Well, but we're closing in on an hour, so we might as well just tackle the last
Might as well.
comparatively minor topic compared to the topics
Other?
we've tackled thus far. Yeah, so personally, I have been over the years upgrading my computer because I've been a tech nerd. I've just upgraded my computer as soon as there were new parts available, pretty much. Mainly because I'm a gamer and I upgrade my graphics card to get the newest and the best and most powerful graphics card, almost,
Please
on the
don't stop.
market. And me sitting on a 2-generation-old NVIDIA card. It's a 2080 Ti now, and it's 2 generations old. And I'm wondering, all of the games I'm playing now, it's not like I feel the need to have more performance. So I'm questioning the need to even upgrade my computer at this point, because there's no games that I'm looking forward to that need more graphics power that I'm already sitting on. So I'm questioning, should I even consider this generation of graphics cards?
Junior, should he?
Well, don't you play Binding of Isaac or
Do I need more
Uh,
graphics power for Binding of Isaac?
No, you
It's,
don't. But you would maybe Escape from Tarkov.
It's the
Battlefield?
equivalent of using a sledgehammer to break the shell of an egg. It's no, you don't need that kind of power. It's so for the most of the games I play, I have enough power as is, and I don't really feel the need. I have other things I could spend my money on. It would be cool to have the latest bang for the buck upgrade PC part, but as of now, I'm really questioning if I really need it, or if I will notice any difference at all.
You shall test that when we win the lottery.
Oh,
Buy the top high-end stuff of everything and just build a new computer.
If money was no object, then sure, but
Money is an object.
money is an object as of now. So I'm not really compelled to upgrade, even if the graphics card that I had scouted when this newest generation was launched, and for the past 10 years, I've always had NVIDIA graphics cards. But now, finally, I've decided if I am to buy a new graphics card today, I will buy the top AMD graphics card. The AMD RX 7900 XTX.
Not an Intel graphic card?
No, not an Intel graphics card. Even though they do look promising for the low to mid-range, but I'm looking at not the very top range, because NVIDIA does still hold that top performance crown with their 4090.
Yeah, but that's
but it's like silly amounts of money for that thing, and for just
made it especially for Jeff Bezos. And
maybe, and for a lot less, you could get pretty much most of that performance if you go for the AMD cards. It's and if you haven't noticed the whole discussion about their new NVIDIA, the 12-pin power plugs that a lot of consumers are having literally melt on them because it's easy to plug them in wrong, which can cause a hot spot, which can cause your graphics card or the pin to actually melt in your computer, which is not something you want when you're paying upwards of $1,500 for your graphics card. It's a shitty thing to have happen.
AMD are doing good stuff.
AMD are sticking with the old ATX standard that is trusted and tested, and and my money's on them for this round. If I do decide to grab one of those cards, but
when you do,
when, mind you guys, listeners, if you hadn't noticed, these two guys, they want me to buy new graphics cards because traditionally, when I buy the newest and hottest and greatest graphics cards, I sit with one leftover graphics card, which usually gets handed down at a discount to one of these two guys. So, meaning they want me to buy new graphics cards so they can get new graphics cards for themselves. My used old part.
Yeah.
So
what?
what?
We just want you to have the greatest and the biggest.
Nothing, not for the benefit of you at all. No.
Wouldn't benefit me, so.
Yeah. But oh well. So
No,
that's just my 2 cents on that. It's I'm still on the tipping point of whether I should or well, I'm stopping to ask whether I could. I'm starting to ask whether I should.
So basically,
That's a Jurassic Park quote right there.
if you have a 20s card or thereabouts, the people should think about just sticking with them for a while longer.
Yeah. In my eyes, if you don't play the I don't even know what title is the hot stuff for graphics card requirements anymore.
Cyberpunk.
No, not even Cyberpunk. It's
Hogwarts.
it was the hot stuff.
I don't know.
I literally don't know what's the equivalent of Crisis now. I
Battlefield.
literally don't know. Nah, I don't think that's too power hungry anymore. And
Have
not
games
all that-
reached a peak at the moment where
Well,
newest graphic cards aren't actually necessary?
I think the graphics improvement has stagnated a bit. You're not seeing as much graphical improvement from year to year as you used to from 2010 to 2020. It's stagnated
slow
quite
down
a bit. Yeah.
Maybe they're lacking parts from China.
Isn't the newest release the Atomic Heart? Isn't that like a very good looking game?
Nah, it's a good looking game.
The cinematics have been very good looking for the trailers. I know that for a fact. But
That's a
the
Russian
game has
game,
been
ain't it?
released.
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I think I read in the papers the other day that the Ukraine had asked Valve and some other people not to actually sell the game anymore.
They can't do that.
I wouldn't
Ukraine
know.
can
but
ask because they have done so.
But from a purely technical standpoint, I know for a fact that it is supposed to look very great. But one of the methods they use to like make modern PCs able to run it is by reducing the field of view, which is basically the how wide of a perspective you have in the first person perspective. They narrowed it down to 55 degrees, which is basically like something like this. It's slightly broader than 45 degrees view angle. And it's so narrow that if you play the game, some people are susceptible to get motion sickness because you're not getting the usual field of view that you're naturally getting from most other games. I recall playing Resident Evil, what's it called? 8? Yes. And I had to mod it to get a higher field of view than 75. And I had to use a third-party software to like jank it up to at least 90 for me to not get sick or feel motion sickness when playing that game because the field of view was too narrow. It felt too artificial. So keep that in mind.
Field of view is important.
Field of view is important because if it's too low, some people can literally get motion sickness by playing that game or with a too low field of view. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
with
that's
that,
a tech tip.
Yeah, that's the tech tip of the week. We have a lot of different tips or opinions this episode. We've gone from
watch porn.
Yeah, watching porn and
Don't buy
woke
Legos.
Lego, movie anime stuff and tech stuff. Yeah, audiobooks as well. Damn,
Yeah.
we've been
A
into
bit,
quite a
a bit
lot.
anime, a bit Pokemon. We've done the whole shebang.
Yeah, all of the nerdy stuff.
Yeah. So
If porn could
what
be
what
considered
what
nerdy.
new? It's not nerdy. It's very well. So
Yeah.
what new clothing brands are up and running? We haven't done.
What?
No, let's not delve into that. We have no idea.
We haven't tackled that yet. So
Well, I know
what's the
that
latest
Tommy
fashion?
Hilfiger
It used to be a thing.
clothing brand was a huge thing, and they released a keyboard and mouse gaming set, and it is a huge flop because it's a clothing brand that stuck their logo on a computer mouse and a basic keyboard at a silly price. It's a Linus Tech Tip video, and it's very shitty for the amount of money you pay for it. Don't buy the Tommy Hilfiger keyboard and mouse gaming set.
and with that, guys,
Yeah, and with that,
Yeah, Björn.
Yeah. So, if you want to support this show, we have a support us link in the description below. We have all of the links in the description below. Follow Thomas's TikTok, follow our Instagram, our Twitter, follow us on the... If you're listening to us on Spotify or such, you can also watch us on YouTube. The link is in the description. Yeah. Yeah. And with that, I would like to say adios.
Goodbye.
Good night.